Well, I guess it would help if I would unmute the mic. Yeah, makes it a little easier. Hello, welcome back, Open Pagan Church. We've got a interesting topic that I thought about the other night, and well, as everybody knows, if I think about a topic, I like to Google it just to see um, what's out there. And I was absolutely gobsmacked at the topic that I come up with, the religion of technology, which has kind of become its own cult, if you will. It's actually a thing. And I put the web page in the chat area, and I kind of wanted to look at it for a second and kind of I was really taken aback when I learned that this was actually a thing back in the 90s. There was a gentleman that actually wrote a book called The Religion of Technology, The Divinity of Man and the Spirit of Invention. I read a couple of paragraphs of this thing and kind of went through it and looked at the book, and it talks about a lot of the, if you will, almost occultic following. But kind of where I wanted to go with it wasn't really actually on that line, or on that line of understanding. It was more to do with how technology has become almost its own religion. How people will, and I'm going to pick on some of the mainstream churchgoers here for just a minute. Mainstream churchgoers, and I typically mean the Christian philosophy when I say that. There's been a fad that for a while church congregational numbers dropped. And when some of the preachers were asked about it, they started asking questions. Well, Super Bowl Sunday, we know that's always been a thing. But people started saying, I was on the internet. I was on Facebook. I was on Twitter. I was playing computer games. Now, I don't want to sound like a relic. Some of the younger generation might consider me a relic. But I'm in technology. Technology pays my bills. If it wasn't for me being as deep into technology as I am, we probably wouldn't have figured out how to do Open Pagan Church using technology. I probably wouldn't have a stack of servers and a Plex server and all this other stuff. So I am into technology, big time. Some of my friends pick on me calling me the techno shaman, if you will. But what makes something a religion? Well, the two gentlemen, and I don't remember their names. If you want to, you can Google them. I don't care. But the two gentlemen that decided as a joke that they would start the Church of Scientology. The Church of Scientology. It was done as a bet. It was done as a joke. And now it is one of the largest, most powerful, money-making religious sects in America. And it's even, my understanding, got some people interested in other countries. So when you think about what constitutes a religion, it's almost a cultic spiritual following of a belief, if you will. And this topic that the religion of technology has really actually become a thing. If you guys want to click on the link in the chat area and read the book that was written by a gentleman, I think it was like 1997 or something. Alfred, not Knopf, however the hell you pronounce that. Good morning to you guys that are just coming in. So we're kind of discussing what makes a religion. We're kind of discussing this modern day technology here in 2019. For those who may watch the broadcast later, in 2019 there is an absolute boom of technology. We have artificial intelligence really becoming a thing. Neuronet networks is becoming a thing. Self-driving cars, self-operating ovens. We have these things that have more power in them today than my PC does that I use to produce these broadcasts. And we've become a society where our entire world evolves around satellites, internet, cellular technology, and they're even coming in, or they're starting to come in now with the 5G technology, which is absolutely nosebleed quick. And being a technologist myself, I have to be into studying all this stuff and staying kind of on top of it for my job. But I also see the almost cult type following of technological devices. Kids are not getting homework done because their own technology. Kids don't get chores done because their own technology. Adults don't get anything done because their own technology. And I have even had employees call in, ready for this will be a giggle for you. I've had employees call in sick because they were just too tired because they were up all night gaming. Yeah. up all night gaming. So this thing, um, the religion of technology, is actually truly getting a major grip on people. It gives people a place to hide, because as long as they're looking into a screen or on a device and never looking up from that device, they can't tell there's a world outside them. Now, as I've said before, I can be just as bad as anybody else if I decide to have a vegetative day where I do nothing but watch TV or play on the internet. I've been known to get wrapped up in a report, techno videos and stuff like this, and forget to do my damn laundry, and I find that rather aggravating within myself. But this thing that's becoming a religion, and a religion by I mean a cultic following. There have been multiple there have been multiple scientific projects done where they've taken mobile devices away from people for 7 to 14 days. And they exhibit forms of depression, separation anxieties. They exhibit issues with um, coping with reality, coping with social skills. Technology is a wonderful thing. Um, I work technology in the medical industry, so I see what technology does on a daily basis for healthcare. I'm not even going to get into the healthcare system, but the technology is growing in leaps and bounds. And the reason I want to be very careful here and not sound like a relic, because I am not in any way, shape, form, or fashion anti technology. I personally, at 57 years old at the time of this video, I don't believe technology is going to be the downfall of humankind. I really don't. I believe that done correctly, technology can improve humans. I don't like the word mankind because, um, well, human society is not man. Yeah. But humankind, the global human society, technology is great. It's like anything else, used in moderation. Coffee, on occasion, is not bad for you. Soda, or pop, or carbonated drinks, depending on wherever the hell you're from, whatever you call them, on occasion, they're not bad for you. Too much of anything is bad for you. If all you ever drank was water, and all you ever drank all day long was water, that is bad for you because they have proven that it flushes uh, things out of the system. You can Google that. I'm not going to get into that. Um, See, Debbie says she read somewhere where areas of the brain which is activated during gaming is the same area which is activated by other addictive sensors. Yes, yeah, totally agree. Um, and here's where they kind of come from with that. When you think about something that pulls your focus away from the real world, away from the world that's happening around you, it can become an addiction because it gives you a place to hide. Like, for example, those people that come to open pagan church, and instead of interacting in the chat, they're playing games on their cell phones, they're playing games on the computer or on the TV, reading Facebook in the background, and letting Open Pagan Church chatter in the background and really not say much because the forward part of the brain is not hearing that. And well, okay, whatever trips your trigger, whatever floats your boat and flies your kite, so to speak. But how are you going to learn anything if you're not interactive? And this thing that is becoming, I don't think it's actually become yet, in spite of what some people have written. This thing that is becoming a religious, almost cult society are these people that depend upon technology to strictly, specifically support everything they do. They can't move or go anyplace or do anything without first consulting their technology. Now, I'm not even talking about calendars. Folks, let me tell you, if I didn't have my calendar, I'd be lost. I'd forget my ass if it wasn't attached. And the same way goes for my calendar. But I've seen people and I have known people that before they walk out of the house to go and do anything, they consult Facebook and Twitter to see if anything's going on that they may need to be aware of. Why? Why do you need to check with a social network to almost get permission to go out and do something? I've heard of people and watched news clips of kids, teens, and adults that are very heavy gamers, that if there is a game in play, they won't leave the house. They won't get up and go pee, they won't get up and eat, they won't drink. They will sit there specifically gaming. They will not even, I've seen people that will not even get out of bed because when they wake up, they reach over and they grab this and they go, oh. And there's nothing going on outside of it. And if you take it away from them, they almost need antidepressants. No, this is not a rant on technology. Not at all. And it's not a warning because it's not my job to warn you about technology. Like I said, I don't believe technology is deadly or dangerous to humans. Hell, humans are too busy being deadly and dangerous to humans. Technology's got a long way to go before it could possibly be deadly or dangerous to humans. Yep. And, it's like Debbie says, if she's going to head out or something, she may look at the news or the traffic to see if anything's being reported along those ways, like maybe, and having traveled and driven quite a few of the roads in Scotland, landslides are a thing, sudden snow bursts are a thing, sudden road closures are a thing certain times of the year. And, just like here in the States, when I'm headed home in the evening, I always ask the G. I don't want to say the word because she'll think I'm talking to her. I'll ask the G, hey, how is traffic on the way home? And she'll give a report, kinda, for the most part. See, the technology is not there yet. It's getting there, but it's not there yet. It's better than it was, hell, better than it was 5 years ago. So this is not, for the young people that are watching and for folks that are watching that are heavy gamers. It's not a complaint or a rant about you per se, and it's not a rant at all. It's a conversation about this thing that is becoming its own religious philosophy. It's building a spiritual foundation in which people are almost praying to. They get up in the morning and they pray that their phone works. They get up in the morning and they go out and they pray that their high technology automobile starts. Been there, done that. Yep. Are you going to start today? Wasn't a real high technology automobile, but there you go. It still has computerized ignition, fuel injection, and what have you. So, yeah. But I mean, when we get into this putting technology above family, when we get into this putting technology above society, putting technology above our jobs, even if our jobs are technology based like mine is. There have been days I have had to spend 12 or 14 hours in this office working on the household technology. Every Sunday, I'm back here 3 to 4 hours. 3 to 4 hours for two 1 hour broadcasts. So, I mean, I do spend a lot of time with technology. And there was a point in time, there was a period in time where I had become so attached to technology that it was overtaking the time I spent with the family. They'd want to go someplace and do something. Now, I've got work I've got to do in the office. Or, no, I need to finish this project. I'm not a gamer. I don't game. I watch my wife and daughter game. I've got my little stupid ball games and what have you on my phone, but I'm not a gamer. I don't have the patience for it. Debbie says, I've been known to curse my phone if it doesn't work. Yes. Yeah, I do the same. I try real hard not to put a hex on it. So, these damn things are expensive. Can't afford to fry one. It would be my luck. That's what I would do. And but this movement, what I find mildly concerning is the movement that technology is becoming almost a religion or a cult following. Because if you look up a cult following, it is a following that dictates life. It is a non-questionable following of people that are controlled by or manipulated by a particular belief, religion, or ideology. Hmm, sound familiar? Hmm, we don't know any religions that, yeah. Anyway, I'm not going to go there. She did brought. Yeah, yeah. Um, Debbie's talking about the first computer they brought home. She soon realized that she was going to get homework done. She had to turn the damn games off. Yep. Um, been doing movie night, no phones. Yes, we do those on occasion as well. Glenn, probably. I think that's who's posting. Um, when we do movie night here, the phones go away. If I see you playing on the computer or playing with your phone, I've been known to pause the movie because I mean, if you're going to have movie night, then it's family time. We need to do movie night. Oh, Cindy says that was her. Okay. Um, yep, Liberty has a policy meeting states no phones. Yes. Um, let's see. Who? Cindy, Clint. Who else is here? Cammy. All of you will remember that when we had circle gathering open church in Liberty, there were no phones. Your phones had to either be silenced or turned off. And hell, that was 2008 when most of what everybody had was either a flip phone or something of that nature. But I would still look up and people would be flipping their phones like a Star Trek communicator, you know, and you'd hear them sitting over going tick 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 tick. Put the damn phone away. Yep, all electronics off. But let me ask you guys this, and I'm probably not going to keep you real long today. Um, Live with the Showman will be on at 11. Today's going to be a long broadcast. I have a feeling. So, what what have you experienced? And those of you that are watching live, and those of you that will watch the pre-recorded broadcast later or in the archives, feel free to post, irregardless if it's been 6 months or a couple of years since this video was done. Feel free to post things that you have experienced in the time span in which you're watching this video. The possibility of this thing called religious technology, or the religion of technology, if you will. Now keep in mind, this is 2019 at the time of this broadcast. When some watch this, it may be a year or two down the road. I would be interested in seeing, as years go on, right? We may revisit this in 2020. Wow. Never believed I'd hear myself say, we'll revisit this in the year 2020 and see what's going on. Hell, I remember when I was 10 and 11 years old thinking, I'm not even going to be alive in the year 2000. Right. Uh-huh. Thanks, Cindy. You're older than I am, I think. Aren't you? Anyway, we're not going to get into age. Hmm. Clint's older than all of us. Yep. Clint's older than I am. Somebody's got to be older than I am somewhere. But technology. Technology has been the driving force. And see, here's one of the biggest things that kind of constitutes and facilitates, right? Facilitates my idea of why technology does not have to be a destructive situation. As long as there have been human beings, and nowadays we think of technology as digital devices. We think of technology as anything to do with electricity, electronics, or um, atom or nuclear or anything of that nature. Yep, he says 60 this year. Congratulations, dude. You beat me to 60. You can have it. I'm stopping at 57. Don't really see that happening, do we? Um, yes, Cindy says, I remember the bulletin boards. Yes, BBSs, absolutely. But let's think about technology. If we look at the definition of technology, technology is the growth in the understanding of doing things, right? Technological advances. If we think about the Egyptians building the pyramids, no, I'm not going to get into the whole alien thing, but let's think about the technology of the things that they did thousands of years ago, tens of thousands of years before electricity, electronics, power tools. Let's think about Pompeii, right? Think about Chile. I was watching a video the other night on Chile and the technologies that Chile has used with the hand carved um, with the hand carved stones that would be almost impossible to do with today's technology, and yet they did it tens of thousands of years ago. So humans have always been slaves to technology. Technology has always been a religion of a sort, if you will, because there are people and groups of people and societies of people that their specific whole existence is around this thing called technology. Let's think about architecture. I adore architecture, love architecture. Looking at the curves and the shapes and the way things are put together. So technology is nothing new. This thing of the religion of technology really is nothing new. Technology has been since human beings have been. But with the digital advancements, with the nanotechnology, with quantum computing, there are already quantum computers built and working in 2019. NeuroNet, artificial intelligence, machine learning. neuronet is a neuronet is a interesting science, and it is a science, and it is a thing, and it is very real. Where 20 years ago, neuronet was a pipe dream. No pun intended. So here's a question that I kind of want to leave you with. Has technology almost become a religion to you? Have you become a slave to the game? Has your life become more about coming in from work or school and playing the game of digital and being removed from the game of life? Has technology become almost a religion to the point where you're more involved in electronics than you are spirituality? I don't believe, and this is just me, I don't believe there is spirituality in electronics. Not by my definition, anyway, of spirituality. And I'm probably going to sound like a preacher for just a moment, so I do apologize after I sneeze. Wow. Where'd that come from? Sorry, boy, I bet that woke a few of you up. If, and I'm going to kind of close it up with this and give you the rest of your Sunday, and I'm going to get ready for the next broadcast. But if you spend so much time in the religion of technology that you wake up one morning and 5, 10, 15 years has passed by and you don't know how to do anything. You don't know how to work, how to shop, how to pay bills. You don't know how to get in the car and go grocery shopping. Or you've sat or laid down or set up or whatever, playing games, internet, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. Whatever it is you do, Snapchat. But if you try to get up one day and your neuromuscular system will not let you get up, your muscle structure is going to hell in a handbasket. Your abilities to do anything aside of health problems, and I'm not even talking about that, and or if your health problems are doubled or increased by only praying to the digital god, if you will, digital gods, whatever. And if you find yourself posting on, as I have seen done, you find yourself posting on pagan pages or on the internet parts of religions that are in games, using game technology, using game ideology and game spirituality that have absolutely jack shit to do with the reality of spirituality and the human race. Seen that, been there, read it, done it, had to be careful to the reply. I learned back in '04, '05, that's 2004, 2005, that kids of the time were using Pokemon cards for tarot cards. And I thought, how can this be? Through listening and a little research, I realized that divination is just that. It is using a tool to bring focus to divination and doing readings for people. So I shut up about the Pokemon cards, using them as tarot cards. But I draw the line when someone tells me that something I'm doing as a pagan minister or a shaman is not right because a computer game told them it should be done this way or that. I really think that's the whole point of this religion of technology. People, kids especially, young adults, young teens, adults, and old adults are coming in with this thing that says experience is wrong, education is wrong because my computer game told me it was wrong. Cheers. Think about that one. But is that where we're going? Is that where we're headed? I'm not. Something to think about. Will kids of tomorrow allow their computer game to conduct their spiritual philosophy and understanding? Back in the day, practical magic and charmed was a big thing we had to deal with when kids come to circle. Well, I'm a white lighter. Smack 'em. Yeah. Practical magic. I can float from a roof with an umbrella. Well, hang on. Let me call 911 and get the ambulance out here, and you can just jump on up there with your little happy 99-cent umbrella from Walmart and show me. But we'll already have the ambulance here so they can haul your ass away in a body bag. Yo, you go right ahead. So let's think. To me, the only thing that's spooky about technology is how real some people make games, the digital world, the virtual world, and that's one there that's going to be interesting. Be aware of this thing that's quickly coming. I don't think you should be wary of it, but I think you should be aware of it. Debbie says, I need a master orbing. Yes, yes, yes. Well, folks, I'm going to give you back your Sunday. Those of you who want to be in live with a shaman at 11 o'clock. We'll see you there. And we'll see you next week right here. Open Pagan Church. Thank you for watching. And if you have comments or topics, hell, share them. I need ideas. Yeah. Have a great day. We'll see you next time right here. Open Pagan Church.